A trophy is always what they want. It was always what the fans want. Spurs need it like more than anybody else. They've been crying for a trophy for ages, so they'll take any trophy. I'm pretty sure if they finish second in the league and the league winners won the FA Cup and they were in the Community Shield and they won that, they would take that. They would take the Community Shield. They would run with it and say, "Listen, we won the Community Shield."
100%.
Yep.
They've been running with the Audi Cup for the pre-season. Jose is a narcissist. I think that's the right word I'm looking for, and it's not a bad thing, but it's a narcissist. He only cares about himself. Jose goes to clubs to fill his CV. That's it. He's not thinking about, oh, let's put this club. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying what it is. We're not here to put this club in a good position in the future and sustainable. No, I'm going there so that when I do leave, where I'm sacked or whatever, I can go to the next job interview. Like, see what I did there. See what he only cares about himself. So yeah, he will rest up in the Premier League for that League Cup final. He will rest players in the Premier League to make sure they're fit and ready for that League Cup. Because when he does leave Spurs, 4th place is not on his CV. He has to put, I won a League Cup. You need a trophy? Hire me. And that's his bagging. That's what he does. Pochettino was more like, I need to set myself up for a career. So I need to prove that I can improve a team and get them here and get them there. And that's what he did at Espanyol. That's what he did at Southampton. Got the Spurs job, and now, of course, now he's at PSG. And now you're at PSG, you're at a place where you should be winning. Jose's at a club that hasn't won anyway. So he's like, listen, if I can win here, like he's like, degree of difficulty. What can I do here to prove that I'm as Miles put it, the maestro? What can I do? Getting Man United into the top 4 ain't no maestro thing. You have to win them a Premier League. Winning a cup with Spurs is that ticks that box.
First podcast of 2021. We're in now 2021. Welcome back. Football season still going on during this mad pandemic. We're still here. Still plenty more football to come. Still plenty more trophies to be won this year. So we're back with another podcast, and the gang is back today. Neeks, Carl, and Jay. What's happening, people? Everyone good?
Ron, I don't think I've seen or heard from you on this in about a good month or two now.
Yeah.
I ain't seen you since last year. I ain't seen you since last year.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Little Christmas break, but I'm hearing it. Beard a bit longer, but
I'm feeling robbed. I think we've been rigged in the FA Cup again. And I want whatever Jose and Pep are paying, I want us to start paying the FA again, because how have we drawn Liverpool in the 4th round?
We'll start there then. I mean, I
it's
guess
so funny.
You got to beat them all, I guess.
No, you don't. Not in the FA Cup. In the FA Cup, you can draw anyone. This ain't the Champions League. FA Cup, you can just judge your way all to the final. Listen, when we won the League Cup and the Europa League under Jose, we got the easiest draws known to man. Like, I can't remember the teams we played in those competitions, but I don't care. You win the trophy at the end. You don't have to play someone good. When Man City won it in their domestic treble year, all the big teams knocked out each other. We got Wolves in the quarters. Wolves knocked us out. And then it was Wolves versus Watford in the semi, the only all Premier League tie. Man City drew, God knows whoever. I can't remember who it was, a sub.
Brighton, I think it was something like that.
Was it Brighton? Okay, yeah, it might be, yeah. But obviously Brighton were right down there in the league. And you're like, okay, all right, cool. Man City go through. Wolves go through. Got to get a good final. Wolves are leading the game. Somehow Delafeu Watford get through Man City 6-0 in the final. Like, it's just at every juncture where they could have got someone, they could have got someone tough, they got an easier one. So even at the semi-final, where it was, guaranteed all Premier League tie, they get the easier Premier League tie. It's a joke. Who they get now? Bloody Racehorse, Cheltenham. Who's the manager? Red Rum?
It's a red row.
Who's the rider? What's the legendary rider? What's his name?
Frankie Dettori.
Frankie Dettori. He's probably playing up front. Cheltenham. No, it's a joke. They're going to be about 4 furlongs clear by half time, and there's no catching them. And then they got Swansea or Nottingham Forest in the 5th round. I don't know, man.
Who do you?
At least we're not going to lose in the semis. They can't call us semi-final bottlers, innit? We're losing the 4th.
Well, you might do. You might still make it. What are you ruling yourself out for, bro? You might still make it all the way there and then get Man City.
You know what? I'm not sure. I mean, if Liverpool are willing to play their first team against under-12s, I mean, against Manchester United, somewhat senior team, I think they're going to be putting their strongest squad possible.
It's twice in a row, is it?
Yeah, we're playing.
Weekend to weekend.
2 weekends in a row. We've got Premier League games in between. Obviously, we've got midweek now. We're playing.
But in midweek, they've got Spurs, haven't they?
So they've got Burnley before they play us, and Spurs after. We've got Fulham.
Man United, Spurs, Man United.
Yeah, and we've got no. It's Man United, Burnley, Man United, Spurs. For them. They got Man United.
Spurs is after the FA Cup game.
Yes. Spurs are after. So it's Man United, Burnley, Man United, Spurs. So we've got Liverpool, Fulham.
And there's no replays,
Liverpool,
right? It's just straight penalties.
Sheffield. Straight extra time penalties.
Replays are done.
Isn't 2 weeks to define the season, isn't it? 2 weeks to find where you are in the league. If you're out of competitions, then might have to go all in for the Europa League, isn't it?
Boy, I mean, the FA Cup. Listen, FA Cup is the glorious FA Cup. One of the oldest competitions, in English football, and there's something about it. Obviously, this year is a bit going to be different because it just seems like we're just trying to get through them. Because of these times, we're not even sure when fixtures are going to go ahead. A team might catch COVID and it's postponed. But I think when it comes to the end of it, whether or not we have fans, as we saw sort of last year, they're going to get through, and someone's going to win a trophy, and that trophy is going to, it might be even more prestigious knowing that they got through all of this stuff to get through. Obviously, Liverpool basically had to buy to get to where we are now, and. Listen, if Liverpool or Man United win it, you can't say you had an easy run. Well, no matter what. I mean, even though they had to play Aston Villa, it was still Aston Villa that could have been their first team, innit? Got drawn and they got lucky. But I think either way, you're bound to maybe get one on the way. But as you said, if you go out the FA Cup early, people probably don't even talk about you as much. You don't even come up in question now. You could have won the FA Cup. You could have got close to it. But Trevor, you saying Chelsea's straight through to the quarters there. Almost there. Almost. Lampard's got one hand in the trophy, they say.
We'll see. I don't know. With everything that's going on at Chelsea, I don't know. It would be nice to get to the final, but whether we win it.
Luton at home or something like that. Luton at home in the 4th round. I mean,
it should be a win. It should be.
And who they got in the 5th?
So it's Luton at home. It's easy one. Huh? Barnsley or Norwich. I mean, you're mute.
Listen, I'll take that in it. That we should get through in it. We should.
I mean, yeah.
We should. If we don't, then
you and City are gonna fly, innit?
Listen, if we're not through those, make it through those games, and I mean comfortably through those games, then there's gonna be the madness that's going on now between the Lampard ins and the Lampards out. It's just gonna be even worse. To be fair, Lampard might not even be in a job come that time anyway. No, the reason why we just don't know, innit? Like we don't know because the way how it's moving mad out there. People are like, Lampard needs to go. He's not this. He's that. Civil war going on. Fans fighting. It's really rough right now. Like Lampard can't catch a break. Like I said earlier, I see tweets out of nowhere. Chelsea ain't even played for days, and I'm seeing Lampard cussing going on the timeline. I'm like, what? We didn't even play, and like.
But on the side there, it can be that little escape, the FA Cup, because you got the Luton game and the Barnsley Norwich. Should you win those, as you did on the weekend, you just glide through and you get the win on the belt. It could lift you out of it. We'll see what happens in the Premier League, but it could lift you out of a rut. But seriously, because
I hate what you're saying.
When we had Arteta last year, right? We brought on Arteta in December. We couldn't. Well, similar to this year, we couldn't win a game. We're struggling under Emery, struggling under Lundberg. Arteta came in. I think we lost to Chelsea, beat Man United, and then had the cup to just kind of get through a few games here and there. Edged our way to the semi-final, and by then we had confidence through the rest of the league. And so you know what I mean. And you end the season with a trophy. So if you with the draw that you get, and you get a Luton, Barnsley, or Norwich, and you think, all right, that's a couple of potential easy wins you can just ride along. The other side is that if you lose that, the noise is loud.
That's the thing, because you can win those games, and it may get a bit of a confidence boost. No guarantee. Yeah. You can still win on the weekend and then lose the next Premier League game. But if you lose, you're done. Like, you can't afford those games. Are like, they're lose-lose situations. The games are supposed to win, so there's no praise if you do. You just hope that it gives you a bit of momentum. But if you lose it, like, all the knives will be out, man.
No, it's true, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Ramon. I'd rather draw them than Liverpool.
Even if we do win it, Ramon, you're gonna still see something like, why is Mount starting? There was no chemistry. There's always something. Like, it's literally such a bad space right now. Like, I just go on there. That's why I don't even tweet about it anymore. Or sometimes I might even start muting like Chelsea on the timeline, because people are moving mad. Like, I don't understand. It's like, enjoy the win and move on, innit? But it's very toxic online right now with the Lampard ins and the Lampard outs. So
do you think Lampard's are taking time bomb?
Yeah, at the moment it is for the fans. Like, if he wins 4-0, it's still a bad result. Like, against Morecambe, it should have been 6. It should have been more. Like, where was the cohesion? I don't see any plan. I don't see any tactics. Nothing. I don't see anything here to satisfy what I want for the club. Will you go and be a manager then? Like, I just don't get it. So right now, anything that happens, he can go out and win, and it'll still be a madness like on there. So for me personally, like I said, I said originally at the start of the season that we're going to win the league, and like I said that in terms of with the team that we have, we should be winning. And what I've seen so far, we're not, and I'm not going to hold that again. I'm not going to hold it against anyone, but maybe as a fan as a Chelsea fan, I'm expecting trophies, innit? Keep getting closer. I'm expecting trophies, innit? And I thought that Lampard could do that with the squad that he's been given. Maybe the Premier League is a bigger ask of him, so I'll just accept the FA Cup if he can deliver that. If he doesn't deliver that, then it's up to Roman what happens to him.
Right. Well, we'll see what happens, but Roman's target is always to get that league position high as possible. So sometimes, as we've seen, cups don't always save his managers, as we've seen in the past. The Champions League didn't even save one of them, so listen, there's no guarantees that a cup is saving them. But Carl, to bring you in, how much? Because I was thinking about this the other day about domestic cups, and obviously at the moment we've got Pep and Jose already securing a final in the bag, sitting there comfortably till April. So it's like Jose's obviously been brought in to win a trophy, and he's got like 4 months to sit on the fact that he's almost delivered it. Like, you can't even question his kind of thing because he's already almost delivered the trophy. Like, especially it's not happened yet, so he's got a bit of time. Even if they do got the FA Cup, it's like, yeah, Tuesday we've got a final to come still. How much does a domestic trophy really, in the grand scheme of things, benefit the top 6, as you said, the big 6 clubs?
Well, it's different for each club, I feel like. I mean, a trophy is always what they want. It was always what the fans want. Spurs need it like more than anybody else. They've been crying for a trophy for ages, so they'll take any trophy. I'm pretty sure if they finish second in the league and the league winners won the FA Cup and they were in the Community Shield and they won that, they would take that. They would take the Community Shield. They would run with it and say, "Listen, we won the Community Shield." Yep.
They've been running with the Audi Cup for the pre-season.
So yeah, I think, and obviously with Arsenal, they're the current holders of the FA Cup. I mean, for Arsenal, like a League Cup or an FA Cup, I don't feel like that is going to be enough for them. I feel like they're moving more into the territories. We need to start building momentum. Okay, we've got an FA Cup. We won the Community Shield, the resulting Community Shield. Wait, I can hear some background noise. Is that me?
It might be me.
It's not me.
What is it?
I'm in my office.
Wait, what can you hear?
You sound like a washing machine, a car,
Yeah.
a dryer, everything at once.
That might actually be my computer. I don't know why it's revving up like that.
Oh.
Can you still hear anything?
No.
No, it's gone.
Okay, yeah, I had to turn down my gain on the mic. It was picking stuff up. Sorry about that.
Okay, but yeah, no, like someone like Arsenal, for them it's a little bit different because obviously they won the FA Cup, won the resulting Community Shield, and they want to build momentum. They're looking at league titles and European trophies. Champions League's a bit of a step, but with winning something like the Europa League, I feel like it's huge for them. And then obviously you've got clubs like Man City and Liverpool where Premier League and Champions League is the minimum. FA Cup, League Cup, that don't matter. They're on a big thing. So in terms of trophies, yes, it is the aim for the Big Six, but the Big Six, they have different priorities on what they should be winning. Like the final between Man City and Spurs. Man City don't really care if they win or lose that, you know. They don't care if they win or lose that.
All right, no, the players. I mean, the players and fans want to win it, and I'm sure Pep wants to win it as well. But as a club, yeah, winning the League Cup and finishing second or third is not a successful season. Yeah.
But adding it to a potential double or treble.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
It's only good. It's only good next to those. It's not good alone. Whereas Spurs coming fourth and winning that, some might even say coming fifth and winning it. It's still a good season because it's like Spurs just need a trophy. You need a trophy, and then we can focus on the long term. They just need it now. Whereas other clubs are like, we're actually focusing on the long term right now, but a trophy along the way would be good.
I mean, listen, not everyone can win a trophy, innit? It's been a few years since certain clubs are been without. Chelsea have nearly 2 years without that Europa League. Man United, 3 years and coming up to 8 months without a trophy, going into 4 years without a trophy. You would never have believed that under Sir Alex Ferguson. 4 years without a trophy. Say what? And all I'm saying is that
I mean, his first 4 years, he didn't have a trophy.
Yeah, early on, and then bam, kick the door down, and you know what I mean. But all I'm hearing is Ole gonna semi Solskjaer. I'm hearing he can't get it. He can only get the semi. He can't get it.
Needs a Viagra.
That's all I'm hearing. Well, I mean, obviously we ain't caught up since that League Cup. How much of a big blow do you think that could be to Solskjaer, or not?
In a social media age, it's a big blow in a social media age because bands just run in it. Like it doesn't matter. You could lose a bloody preseason game and bands are flying in it. but me and you growing up. When did we ever care about the Worthington Cup? Let's call it what it is, isn't it? Let's call it. We get all this fancy new name, Carabao, Carly,
Carabao,
Worthington,
Coca-Cola,
worthless. Mickey Mouse. That's what it was. Now the reason why it's a bit more these days because obviously, I mean, Jose always took it seriously, but even then, when Jose came, it was still a bit whatever. Like, all right, you celebrate it. Wenger used to play the kids. David Bellion scored a 22nd goal against Arsenal to win a game against them in the Carabao Cup or League Cup or whatever it was at the time. I ain't heard of him since. Ain't heard of him since. Like the cup is it's so low down on the priorities.
You know what?
What?
You saying that, yeah? Mourinho's a smart man. He saw that no one took this seriously, and he said, "Well, that's my way in to get this trophy."
Jose is a narcissist. I think that's the right word I'm looking for, and it's not a bad thing, but it's a narcissist. He only cares about himself. Jose goes to clubs to fill his CV. That's it. He's not thinking about, oh, let's put this club. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying what it is. We're not here to put this club in a good position in the future and sustainable. No, I'm going there so that when I do leave, where I'm sacked or whatever, I can go to the next job interview. Like, see what I did there. See what he only cares about himself. So yeah, he will rest up in the Premier League for that League Cup final. He will rest players in the Premier League to make sure they're fit and ready for that League Cup. Because when he does leave Spurs, 4th place is not on his CV. He has to put, I won a League Cup. You need a trophy? Hire me. And that's his bagging. That's what he does. Pochettino was more like, I need to set myself up for a career. So I need to prove that I can improve a team and get them here and get them there. And that's what he did at Espanyol. That's what he did at Southampton. Got the Spurs job, and now, of course, now he's at PSG. And now you're at PSG, at a place where you should be winning. Jose's at a club that hasn't won anyway. So he's like, listen, if I can win here, like he's like, degree of difficulty. What can I do here to prove that I'm as Miles put it, the maestro? What can I do? Getting Man United into the top 4 ain't no maestro thing. You have to win them a Premier League. Winning a cup with Spurs is that ticks that box. So yeah, Jose is about himself, so he needs to make sure he wins trophies. But League Cup is the League Cup. I'm more disappointed that we lost to Man City rather than the fact that we're not going to win the League Cup. Because for me, it was never a priority. As I said, some clubs are building for, let's say, the future, or you've got a project, and a cup along the way would help, 100%. If we win the League Cup, I'm not going to turn my nose up it. Of course, I'll win it. And if you win the FA Cup, that's a bit bigger. But if we don't, does it mean that this manager or this team isn't good enough? I mean, a lot of this team's won League Cup and FA Cup and Europa League already. So they've already proved that they have the ability to do it. Have you got the ability to be dying at the top table year in, year out? Have you got the ability to be challenging for the major trophies, i.e. Premier League and Champions League year in, year out? That's what I want to see from the club more than you got, let's say you got a lucky draw. You drew Brentford in the League Cup and got to the final. What does that mean? We're a better team than we were last year? That don't prove nothing. It means we got easy to draw. So it's disappointing that we didn't go through the final. Of course, you want to win a competition that you're in. But yeah, when you play FM, you don't even get a rating for it. You can't save your job for a League Cup win. We're not interested in how far you get in the League Cup.
But is there something more about the fact that it's another semi-final? That's another hurdle that you didn't get over because of the FA Cup and the Europa League and the League Cup last year. It's like it's 4 in a row.
I think the issue, and it's not even just in terms of semi-finals. I think that part is overplayed for the narrative. It's the same thing. I've said it on probably about 3 streams now, including the dugout. It's the whole LeBron James, Michael Jordan argument. Michael Jordan got to 6 finals and won all 6. He's a winner. LeBron James got to 10 finals and won 4. He's a loser because he lost 6 finals. But MJ failed to get to X amount of finals outside of the 6 that he won because he played for, but nobody talks about it because the narrative, it's long to say, well, in that year he lost in the conference final, that year he lost in the second round, that year lost in the first round. There's no narrative there. The narrative is that he got to 6 and he won 6. The narrative is LeBron James got to 10 and was 4 and 6. He won 4, lost 6. But he also got to 10. Like he went further 4 more times than MJ did. But the narrative is he lost 6 finals. So the narrative of 6 semi-finals, 3 semi-finals, 4 semi-finals. Getting close to 6. is there, especially in the social media age, that's gonna run in it and you have to deal with it. But my issue isn't really the fact that it's semi-finals, it's the big games, not just the big games, but it's the pressure games, the games where you have to overcome something that you either haven't done in the past, or when there is pressure to do it. So other than the Leicester game, where we had to get a result there to get top 4, and even then we played like within our shell, like we were scared to lose that game, and we got over the line in the end. Every other big pressure moment, we've failed. The 3 semi-finals, the 2 games in the Champions League, we failed to do that, and I think that's the big issue for me. So that's why I say we probably get onto it. This week is important. We have to win this Burnley game, because then the Liverpool game becomes a no pressure game. So you can go out and enjoy yourself. If we don't win the Burnley game,
so the pressure is now.
God forbid if we don't win the Burnley game, God forbid we lose it. Now the pressure's on the Liverpool game, because we can't afford to lose that game, because Liverpool's going to go clear of us. So we need. It's for me. It's more of a mentality of the big pressure moments rather than just the fact it's a semi-final. Because the Leipzig and PSG weren't semi-finals, yet we crumbled in those games as well. That's the big thing for me.